Hello,
Daniel Ira.
Kakiro. How are you doing?
Ooh! Sorry.
How are you? New
Great,
paint. I think
great start.
that's a great way to know that you
Yeah.
are
That I
using a
just
brand new.
that I just bought a tube.
Yeah.
So the way I was taught what to do is this was banged up in
Yeah, you have to put a little bit higher. Yeah, there.
actually. So you bang it not at an angle, but you bang it like that so all the oil that has kind of risen to the surface and has separated.
Spreads down.
Yeah, it won't mix again. You would need to literally mix it with a knife.
I don't know if people are listening to that.
To the banging?
Yeah.
Or what do you mean? I didn't understand.
I don't know if that's a loud sound for them. That's what I meant.
So too loud, do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, this? I don't know. Not too loud. Oh
No?
my god.
So that's a very good trick.
Yeah, as you can see, it's flawless.
Yeah.
So no, let's see if it I'm just letting the tube just
Cry
just
over your napkin.
let's see. Oh my god, this is nice. Oh my god, look at that. Oh my god.
No.
Oh my god.
Chili.
Exciting day of painting
Chili's
today. Oh my
downstairs.
god, look at this. So we're just going to use yellow ochre apparently. Now it looks
Wow.
like Robert Motherwell,
Mhm.
I feel. So I got to throw this out. Let me see. Let me do some damage control. Or
Chili was so anxious,
yeah?
like happily anxious. Yeah, she was looking at that and then
She was like,
approached you.
I'm going to finally taste some
Yeah.
earth paint.
No, well,
Finally. I've talked to her about the benefits.
it would be final for sure.
Her last
So-
meal?
Yeah, so. Well, I don't know if it's that bad, but I don't want to know. So, what are you doing?
A Motherwell. I said I was going to do a Motherwell.
Where are you going to mix? Then?
What? No, it's going to be an ephemeral Motherwell. It's going to be, we're going to call it Motherwell Farewell. There we go. That's terrible. Oh, wow. I mean, let me see. There's some almond-shaped Motherwells
See.
with black and ochre. Robert Motherwell. Let me see. That's his most famous shape. I'm almost 100%.
Let's see.
That was almost there.
I'm trying to look to see if.
Yeah. I mean, it could go. Yes. I mean,
Kind of? What are you showing?
my cell phone.
No, your messages.
The ones that share my bank account and social security number.
Yeah, well, I could have shown it here.
Yeah, look at that. Nailed it. So, Elegy to the Spanish Republic, number 132. Love titles come on. Anyone who hates on the 20th century.
Oh, look at this one. Was this one the one you were showing, kind of?
I mean,
Because I can't see your
oh
phone.
no. So, Elegy, I mean, if
No,
this
but
is
I'm
number
not gonna
132, does that mean that he did 130 more efforts? 131 more efforts? Maybe.
Maybe. Or it would be super cool if he was just...
Woo, this is
That's just
oily.
the name, but he just did one.
I would love that too.
Yeah.
I would adore that. It's really? What happened to the others? What others?
What others?
What do you
Yeah.
mean?
It's a title.
It's a title. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. That's the gorgeous part of the 20th century. This is way too soft, by the way. What the hell?
Need help?
Falling apart here. No, actually, it landed quite nicely.
Be careful of your head.
My
The
head.
camera, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's to
When
the
you move
side.
there, yeah, it's a little bit to the
Yeah,
side.
to the side today.
I think it's working.
I think it's working.
It
I think
looks
it's
good.
probably the one thing that's working. So,
You know where Chile is? I don't want to. I don't know if I want to know.
oh, the bathroom is open.
I'll be back in a
So
second.
I don't know if it's the bath. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if she's in the bathroom. Maybe. No, this one, Danny. Yeah, she was in the bathroom. Oh, amazing. Was she eating like the toilet paper? No. The borax? Maybe. All the cleaning supplies. Her breath smells like Clorox, so maybe. Anyways, what did we call the painting today? I think it's called, or the video. I think it's called Are Profile Portraits Really Easier? Is it? Was that what we landed on? Something like that?
I forgot. It is. Is painting a profile really easier?
Yeah, yeah. You know that there's a, historically, there's a, there's a reason that one would be conditioned to think that it's easier because they were cheaper. And I know it's a bad way of equating something.
Yeah, like measuring.
Yeah, something's complexity to the amount of money that you got paid. But in terms of it being just like an equation, a historical equation, it just used to be cheaper. Artists used to be considered people that would be able to portray, something in this one dimension a lot easier than if they were trying to do something three-dimensionally.
I think I read somewhere that it was also because you were just painting one eye. So it was one eye, one, how do you call it?
Nostril.
Yeah, nostril. One side of your mouth, one ear.
corner of the mouth, yeah.
So it's like half the price because you just have to do one.
Yeah.
Which is,
well, if you think about it, in again, historically, the way Western painting kind of developed was that painting used to be flatter. I mean, it used to be not always, but because that's like the weird thing. Again, if I'm reminded of the Fayum portraits that don't really have a place, like you can't really place them in the evolution, let's say, of Western painting, because they could look like I don't know, not quite high Renaissance, but they could look like Renaissance paintings or mid-Renaissance, let's say, Renaissance paintings, but they were done 1,500 years before.
yeah.
So who knows? But if we start from like a classical period, like Greeks and then Romans, Middle Ages, I mean that's a long time, and then eventually Renaissance. The move towards three-dimensionality is what eventually gave painting sort of its character. It seemed like painting was an evolving effort in trying to depict nature as it appeared to us. So three-dimensionality was at the core of its goals and its intent. And even though you can very well speak about a three-dimensional form in a portrait, in a profile portrait, it's very difficult to do it. It's super, super difficult. I actually find it far easier to do like something 3/4 or like a frontal portrait and speak about three-dimensionality, because I have two axes to speak, to aid me in trying to speak about those things, rather than just this kind of traversal that seems, and this is where it's like super hard, I feel, to do a profile, like a really good profile. Form would seem to halt at the contour.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to like dead stop,
Yeah.
and what's very hard in painting is to, yes, speak about a contour, but speak about a form that's turning.
Mm-hmm.
That is so difficult.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it has to do with edge work, with like very subtle, and we're talking about margin for error is like minuscule. It's very very subtle. It's a very small place, like a very very tight threshold that you have to work on, so that your tones that are helping you transition towards that form, kind of moving around in space, the area where you have to work on them is very, very small. And the edge work is the same. Sometimes you need to be sharper and then recognize when you need to be softer, when the image is requiring you to have like a very soft hand so it can turn. Very difficult. I think it's tremendously difficult. So it's kind of weird that, I mean, understandable, obviously. Everything is, you can always find the reason or a reason, even though you may not agree with it, but you can always find a reason for being, for the thing being, or the consideration being made about it being cheaper, like less of a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think it's very difficult.
Yeah, I also think it is.
Yeah, and
Very
the drawing
difficult.
drawing has to be so spot on. I never get my drawing right. I think it's easier, quote unquote, like really, but I think it's easier when you have a drawing where you can, where you are just accustomed to doing like bigger shapes first, and then you fit your features into these kind of bigger shapes.
Mm-hmm.
I have a drawing that is, I mean, beneficial to me, I would say at some points, but the risk of it falling apart is very high constantly. But I have a drawing that is always proposes to me to be enamored by something else that's not really important. So instead of keeping my eye on the ball, and instead of like focusing on the things that I know I have to do, and that I have to go from simple, big to small, I always have these attractions. I'm always like a sucker, and I always just refocus my attention to these little places that sparkle, and they tell me, hey, if you pay attention to me a little bit more in this very early premature stage, you can get a ton of character in what you're about to do. The risk is high, though, because maybe your proportions fall apart, or maybe, yeah, the whole harmony of the shapes just fall apart. But if you're able to make it work, then it's going to have a ton of character. And I'm always a sucker for those. I really, see those baits and I click on them. I just, I'm terrible at that. And I admit it, and I know that of myself. So if I could be a little more disciplined at the beginning, I don't think I would suffer so greatly. But I think I'm just built, differently, in the sense that I'm just meant to, go to places where I'm not supposed to. So I don't know. Maybe I'm justifying my lack of
No.
discipline with
No, I
that.
don't think you are.
But I would say that is that
I don't
I've
think you are,
I've
'cause you can
recognized
be,
something, like I've recognized that about myself throughout the years. I feel
because you can also be very disciplined.
in a different way. I feel I
Yeah,
am.
but it's like you choose not to because you like some things of not being disciplined. It's not
Yeah.
like you can't do it, because I think you've tried it before
I
and
used to
you've
be far
learned how
more.
to. No. But what I'm trying to say is that you've learned how to do it. So it's not like you're just trying to make a shortcut,
Right.
but you just know you have the tools, but you rather choose the things that move you. So,
Live dangerously. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Chili, who is.
I'm just. Oh, she's biting on like power lines.
No, she's just like sniffing everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we had our drawing. We have our under drawing here of Fer. What I've noticed with myself again, particularly when I do these profiles, is that if I start to follow my underdrawing too much, it's not going to work. Like, I'm going to become super stiff while painting.
Yeah, because, I also think now that you're talking about this, I feel that sometimes that happens with profiles.
Yeah.
So people try to follow so much the drawing they did,
Mm-hmm.
which I understand because you're just like struggling to hit everything. But then you follow it so much that you can't hit those places, as you were saying, where you have to be a little bit smooth and a little bit harsh.
Yeah.
But you're always harsh. So
Yeah.
it looks like it's not turning, which
Right,
can
right.
look cool if it's
Yeah.
your intention.
I mean, sure. You can do whatever you want
Yeah.
nowadays.
But
Again, one of the
sometimes-
blessings of the 20th century.
Yeah, but sometimes when you follow so much your underdrawing, I do think you can like make it super stiff, like a super stiff profile.
Yeah, and it's very easy to make it stiff looking. It's very, very easy for something that has like almost like a two-dimensional nature. Like there's almost like a inherent two-dimensional character to the to a profile. So it's very easy to just fall on that trap and say, I'm gonna, make it stiffer, and it immediately just goes super flat.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna hope to not struggle a lot, with that. Although, I kind of am hoping that there is a healthy sense of struggling.
Your head. Oof,
Yeah.
my God. Nicola Jean.
Your head.
Yeah.
Your head.
Yeah, you hit your head.
Yeah.
What I should have said.
No.
No, you didn't. But
I'm in my submarine pose now, so I know I kind of recognize the amount of movement that I can have.
No, but you're less of a submarine that you were before.
I mean, yes, if the apartment caught fire, I think I could escape.
Oh,
I think
you could.
Yeah,
100%.
last year I would just, go down with the ship.
Yeah. Well,
I would just
you know me, so I would
Yeah,
be
you guys
trying to
run.
I would be trying to get you out. So I would get you out and then you would run and I would have the camera and the tripod.
That's
and the
what you would
mic,
save?
So I would die. No. Just like trying to
Okay,
get you
aside
out
from
of it.
living things.
No, Chili. I would get Chili.
Aside from living things. So, fire breaks out. And you can only grab one thing. You have time to grab one thing. What would you go for?
One thing?
Yes, that's the
My
premise of the game.
I don't know.
And you can't say like my bag full of my documents.
No, because I could replace those.
Right. It would be very annoying, but yes.
Yeah, but yeah, because I thought like my wallet, but I could replace that, and that wouldn't be the thing I grab. I don't know what I would grab.
Yeah.
You couldn't grab because you would try to grab all your figures.
Well, I know that I wouldn't be able to grab all of them, so
So would you grab one and let the others burn?
wouldn't it be like, I think about this, and I mean, just the fact that you grabbed one, wouldn't that one just bear the reminder of like all its fallen comrades? Like,
Yes.
it would be too much. It would be too much.
Well-
Too much of a cross to bear. Poor figure. Could you imagine that like statue saying like, I'm the one that survived?
Yeah.
I mean, who wants that?
No, and it's
Who
going
wants
to
to
be
carry
the
that?
figure that reminds you of all the figures that are no longer
That are
there.
lost, yeah. I might as well just like, convince myself that they're all gone.
No, I know you. I know that you would be struggling to fit them in whatever you have. So like a bag, your jacket. Your
No.
pocket.
But in the in terms of this game, if it's just one thing, no, I don't think I would grab. I don't know. I mean, this is a very superficial thing, right? Because you're thinking about stuff.
Yeah.
But we've already
Well, but
established.
That's the game.
Yeah, we've already established that aside from living things.
Yeah.
So, we have our priorities straight. So,
Mm, mm,
I don't know. I don't know. The camera,
mm,
maybe? The camera. Yeah, maybe.
yeah,
Well, but for us, it would be like, oh, save the camera. But what would the camera wouldn't be that good without the computer.
yeah. So you get the camera, I get the
No, you
computer.
know that the saddest thing is I would probably get the cell phone. Like if it's one thing.
I think I wouldn't.
No?
No.
Oh, I
Hmm.
think I probably have to. There's so much stuff that's life related, in my phone that it would be so ugh. It would
But
be
you could,
so annoying to start. I mean, you
well,
could always start again, but
yeah, but I feel like I use my phone, like I use it all the time,
yeah.
but I don't really have anything that, like it would be terrible for me to lose the photos
Yeah.
because those are like attached to memories and I like to revisit those. But aside from that, it's not like I chat a lot or I have like tons of emails. Like, no, I mean, emails are going to be there always, even if the phone burns.
Yeah. I have
So,
like two-factor stuff on my phone, so I have that like ID app
oh, I
for
have that
two-factor
too.
stuff.
Yeah.
That would be annoying.
No, but I think you could do it. You
I
could,
know, but your SIM card burns, so you need a number.
no, because you
So
could
that was
ask
tied
for,
to your number.
no, because
No?
you could ask for your number again.
Okay.
So that's good. I mean,
Yeah.
you could say, hey, my phone is like, it burned to the ground, and they can see that your plan was attached to that number and they can give you
They're gonna
that
say
number
like,
back.
"Oh, show me some ID, and we'll work it out."
So,
Sorry, that also burned to the ground.
what else?
I don't know. It's too much.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe something to eat. I was gonna say.
Something to eat,
I mean, if
really.
everything's burning down,
And you just grab a cookie.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
if everything's gonna
You grab
burn
a
and I have to
spoon.
choose, I would rather just eat a cookie and step away. Cause you know me,
You know that
it would
this
be
is not
super
true.
hard for me to decide.
I know exactly.
So I would grab everything and I
You would
would burn
burn.
here. Yeah, that's
You
what I
would
would
burn
think.
if
Trying to
if that's what you were trying to do.
trying to save you, like out of your submarine thing of a camera, I would be like grabbing. That's why I was saying I would be grabbing the tripod, grabbing the camera,
Why do you try to save me? You don't have to save
because
me.
you know me.
Yeah, but you don't have to save me.
Oh, I would be that
Oh no,
person.
get over your savior complex, please, Daniel
It's
Lira.
not a saver complex. It's the fact that I wouldn't be able to run without knowing that the people I live with are safe.
Okay, so you could jog. You could jog until I'm out. Don't worry about me. I'll
No,
be
I'm
out.
just saying that I would grab so many things.
Okay, Joan of
So I would
Arc.
be. I.
I'm kidding.
No,
I'm
don't
kidding.
be rude. That's rude.
That would calling you Joan of Arc
No,
is
because you're
rude.
trying to say that. No, because you were saying that I
No.
have a saver complex, and it's not that. I mean, what I'm trying to say is that I
Well,
would be
you were
trying
saying
to
that you wouldn't
multitask
move.
so much.
You wouldn't move after you that you would try to help me get
No,
out. I
it
can
was
get
a
out.
joke saying that I would try to take everything apart and then I would burn. But it was a joke. And I would also burn trying to decide what I want to take. I don't know what I would take. Maybe if it's something, maybe the Oliver Jeffers, no, the
Oh yeah.
drawing
Oh,
or the
that's painful.
SpongeBob original,
Yeah, that's painful knowing
or
that so much art is just gonna,
yeah,
disappear.
or Fernando,
Let's say disappear prematurely.
because Fernando will burn.
Oh, but that's a wooden sculpture, so
That's
there's something poetic about
Yeah,
it
that's
burning.
a beautiful thing, but I
Yeah.
would be sad.
I mean, I'm sure that we would be devastated.
You would take the VR.
No,
That would
no.
be Samu. Samu would grab his PS5 and run. Or his. Do you think he would grab the PS5, the VR, or the computer? I think that's a tough one for him.
I think we lose him because he's asleep and he never notices the fire.
He's like, oh, this is warm
Yeah.
and cozy.
Yeah, I think we lose him.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm devastated again, but
Fer, iPad.
her bed, maybe?
Her iPad. No. iPad 100%.
Oh my God, this is like, we sound so technology attached.
It's Vega HD was saying, no one's saving Chile. No. That's why we said no living beings.
Yeah, no.
So Chile, of course.
Chile's fine.
Yeah.
Chile would be 100% fine.
Yes. And she runs faster
Oh,
than we do.
She's out before the building starts
Yeah.
catching up. She sees like little sparks and then she's out.
Yeah.
And she's very cat-like. So I think that if we throw her out from the balcony,
We would never
she would land on
throw
her feet.
No.
She's very feral, very cat-like, very feline. She has some cat in her. I am 100% sure of that.
Well, she has a cat harness.
I know, but
Starting by that.
just the
'cause
way
we
she
can't
plays
fit-
with her paws,
No.
it's so
yeah.
weird. The way she like arches her back. It's just very cat-like. I don't know. Nature sent us a cat dog.
Mhm.
We wanted a dog, and we got like some weird
2
mix.
by 1. Si se dice así, 2 por 1.
2 for 1.
2 for 1.
Yeah,
Or 2 by 1.
or 2 by 1.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I was just about to do this. Here I am talking like, oh, isn't it pathetic that we're technology slaves?
Yeah.
And now I'm like
And
zooming
here you
into my
are.
drawing.
Yeah.
Great. Nice.
I've done that before, but sometimes I've touched the painting.
Yeah. Jesus
I've messed
Christ.
the
Oh, we're
painting.
messed up. You know what? We deserve to burn.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just stay here.
Save the computers and
Yeah.
let us burn.
Yeah.
No,
Maybe.
that would be like an
Would that
AI
be too
argument.
romantic? Like, let's say Samu and Fer are not here and Chili's not here. So we are just adults making a decision.
To be honest, if I know that you're gonna burn, I would decide to burn
I
together.
know you.
That's
so-
terrible and that's pathetic,
Yeah, I know.
But you know me. Like I
I
couldn't.
know.
No, I couldn't. I think that's no, I couldn't. I would be like, let's hold our hands, hug.
I wonder
and
if
burn,
I
and
if
you'd
I
be
lived
like,
like
"Don't
a
hug
whole
me."
life
Don't hug me.
and I have all these like, and it's not about the things, it's about the attachment. I mean, it's sad, but the attachment that you have to the feelings that are like born from those things. So like, when we look at our wall here, I always look at it in the morning and I feel amazing, but it's just a reminder of how powerful art is. And I don't know. Like, if I was ready, I think I would say, I'm going to go with these things.
Oh,
I want to
no.
go with these things.
No,
This
I
is
would
beautiful.
run. No, well, I mean, if I know that you are going to burn, I would stay with you. But
Codependent
it's-
till the end. Burn. Let's
thing-
burn.
things that are gonna burn, I would rather let the things burn, because as you were saying, it's more what those things mean or meant
Yeah.
in that case
Yeah.
than the things themselves.
Yeah,
'Cause,
that's the thing.
I mean, I love my Oliver Jeffers, for example, and
Yeah.
it sounds superficial, but it's done a lot for me, because sometimes I'm like I don't want to work, or I'm just like frustrated and I see it and I can keep going. But I think it's something that goes beyond the fact of looking at it, but knowing I have it, like knowing it exists, you know? So
Yeah.
even if it burns, I know what it meant for me. So
Yeah, I mean, you're obviously right. I'm just thinking that if there's a scenario where you can be, I consider myself like a detached human being from things. I am a sucker for things, especially things that are made by people and artists. So, but if there is a scenario where that consideration can feel like genuine and just saying like, no, I'm good here. Like, this is like, I am my home. So I much rather just go out with my home than just, learn again how to live without it. I don't know. Maybe Maybe it's not terrible.
No, but I mean, I get what you're saying, but for me, my home are not the things.
Yeah,
Like I
but
think about my
I'm
home
not
as
solely speaking
you,
about the
like as the
things.
people I love. If I
I
know that
know, I
my
know,
home,
I
as
know.
in the people I love, are gonna stay there, I would rather stay there, and that's the end of me. But if it is about things,
No, 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 no. But
it's
this
not
is
like, oh, my
no.
home
That's why
are.
I said. That's why I called it home, rather than just a room like a square full of stuff.
But it's
Um,
not like if everything, like every object burns your memories or the things, like the
I
emotions
know, just the happiness.
those
No, no,
things
no.
gave you are
Look,
gonna
I there's a right
disappear.
answer to this, and it's a super obvious answer, and you run out, and
Yeah,
it
you
doesn't
take
matter.
nothing. Yeah.
Right, right. So that's the right answer, and that's why I was saying like, I wonder if there is a rational scenario where you can just say, you know what, this it's okay. Like I'm gonna go. I want to go with my place with the, because you feel like, let's say you've lived your whole life in that place. It's just, there's so much attached to that place. There's so much of you sort of rooted in that place that perhaps you just see, you can say like, yeah, I can be alive, but maybe it's not living.
Well,
I'm a fair defender of that. That being alive is not like this huge merit. Like just being alive, like there is purpose to life, and you know, making a history, building your own history. It's one of those purposes of life, and perhaps like if you see the what's coming, and that history is no longer there, maybe it's too much. Maybe it's just too much. And it's okay. Like
no, I
that's why I
know.
said
Yeah.
when, this is without someone fed. Let's say they're old now and they've done their lives, and you can say, I've done a lot. Like in a moment's notice, you have this like lucidity that you can say, you know what, this wouldn't be the worst way to go. Just me with my history. Let's not call it
No, but
things.
I
It's just
think
your history, your past. Me with my past. And sure, again, may sound completely irrational. It's like, no, be alive. Like you have to thrive to be alive. You have to try to always live another day. That is the sort of pulse of life, and stuff doesn't matter, and you will be alive, and you will make more memories, and you will be, I think that that's the right answer. I think that that's like, this wouldn't really be a question if that was so much the obvious answer, which it
no,
is.
but I think you are way more resilient with that. I'm so afraid of death that I don't know if I would be able to be at peace, like to have a super calm death,
Yeah.
accepting that, because
Yeah.
I'm so afraid that I wouldn't be calm. So it wouldn't be as calm and, as I said, resilient as it would be for you
Well, I
than
don't know
for
if
me.
resiliency is the word to
Yeah,
use there. Resiliency in death?
because
I mean,
no,
that's
because you
kind
could
of
be
nice.
resilient of
It's
the
a nice
moment.
term.
Because it's like, you know that everything's terrible and it's like a terrible thing, and you could be at ease. You could be like, I
Yeah.
accept it.
I mean, I never equated it to that, but yeah. I would love if we had like new people, which we never do, and they're just tuning in and they were like, okay,
Goodbye.
yep,
Or
thank you.
subscribe. You never know.
Uplifting. This is 9 a.m.
Yeah, I
That's,
mean,
that's
Sam
what
and
I
Kajra
wanted to
was saying,
hear.
oh no, this just got depressing. Yeah, yeah. Catherine Poremsky was saying, come for the painting, stay for the gut wrenching conversations. LOL. Uh,
You know that I never shy away from those. I actually like those.
sad conversations?
Well, what other people consider sad, but for me, they're totally fine. They're, you know, I don't know. I could have quasi existential conversations every single moment of my day.
Let's see. So, should we say hi? Oh, but let's
Or
see, because I,
goodbye.
I was seeing some comments
Yeah?
around that topic. So, let's see. Prince Barebones was saying, my high school art teacher told us a story of when there was a small fire in the photo room next to his classroom.
Yeah.
The first thing he did was grab his guitar from his office, and then he got the students line up. Haha. Everything was okay in the end. Yeah, because I also think that, I mean, we can sit here and think about what we will do, but it's interesting to like know someone that really, I mean, no, let me rephrase it. Like to
Yeah. Go
no,
slow.
no. But because I think that at that moment you can't think as you would do here.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this is gonna be this is gonna be, but it's like your fight or flight instinct
Yeah.
kicking in. So it would be very interesting, and if it was like you have to do it now, and you just like grab a jar, and it's like, why did you grab that? And it's like, I don't know, I had no idea what to grab, so I just grabbed the jar.
Okay,
You
if
know,
you're gonna
So
grab a jar.
that would be me. That's
Yeah.
why I was saying that I'm so, like, it would take me so long to take a decision that I would just grab like a napkin and run. So yeah, it's sad, but it's, I think that's
I mean,
me.
the teacher had to think, well, maybe this is a tragic thing. I have to make a song about it eventually.
Yeah.
I need my
And
I
then,
need
oh
my
my
guitar.
God, the students,
I need my guitar.
people line up, please.
Maybe he had the heart of a bard, and he was already thinking about the songs that would be written. About the tragedy of the photo room. Was it the photo room?
Yeah. Salmon Kutcher was saying, I don't think I have anything of that much value to save in a house fire.
Yeah, but it's not value like that. That's what we were saying. It's not. It's
not like the most expensive thing.
Yeah, it's
you
not
have.
like we have like a Pink Panther like diamond or something. No, it's more. It's more of a. I guess in the end, it's just like pure attachment, right? But that's why I was trying to visualize it not so much as a thing, because things, who cares about things? But as your own history, maybe, that's something that you believe it's like deeply rooted in you.
Yeah, that it's like weirdly a part of you.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. I don't know. Great conversation though.
Great. Yeah. Let's see. Ranar was saying, interesting to think about what would happen in the moment when adrenaline is high, instincts kick in, and you move. Rick Robbins' house recently burned down, and he almost burned with it. His last thought being, at least my book is done and my family is out, before the screams of his neighbors kicked him back into gear. Yeah, I think it's very probable that you just, do you need help?
No.
That you just, like, how do you say abrumado?
Overwhelmed.
That you get so overwhelmed that you just don't know what to do. Like, you just can't move, can't decide, can't think clearly. So
Well, it seems like this person was thinking clearly, this author. So
Salmon Kutcher was saying, LOL, that's an awesome teacher. And Prince Barebones was saying he loved his students dearly, but to be fair, he said it was a very expensive guitar.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's interesting to see how your brain would work in that like fight or flight moment.
Yeah. I don't think we have anything here that's like.
No, I would grab chili.
No,
first thing.
again.
No. I mean, if we are being completely honest, I would grab chili.
Oh, if we're being honest, we would just run. We wouldn't care about our phone or the wallet or
No,
documents
just
or
chili.
anything. Just
and run.
yeah, you just know that the kids are safe and you could just grab the dog and run. Yeah, that's what normal people. That's what everyone would do. I'm sure.
I've told you this story, but I've never told it here. But it's funny because my grandpa, the father of my father, he was very calm, like super calm. Sometimes I remember they even said he was too calm.
Yeah.
Like, it was not that good. And I remember that there was is it earthquake, temblor?
It
No.
wouldn't quite be an earthquake, but like a tremor, you could
Yeah,
say.
like a
Yeah.
tremor. And my grandparents' house was made out of only wood, so it would like move a lot
Yeah.
when there was an earthquake or a tremor or whatever. So we were there and everything started to move, but it was like a very hard one. So I remember my grandma had some paintings
Yeah.
and they fell from the walls.
Yeah.
So it was like everything was moving so bad. So we were running and my grandparent wasn't anywhere to be found. So my grandma went into the room and she was like, "What are you doing? Let's get out." And he was like, I remember that, I mean, he was just standing in front of the closet,
Yeah.
everything moving. So he was just moving, looking at the closet, and he was just like, 1 minute, because I can't find the hat that matches this outfit.
Oh yeah. Come
And
on.
I remember my
Yeah.
grandma was like, "What are you talking about? The move." And he was like, "Wait," because he had a boina. I don't know how to
I forget how you say
beret.
that. Like
Beret?
maybe a beret. Yeah.
Beret? Yeah, I think that's it. And he had a ton of berets.
Uh huh. You have to find the matching one.
So
Yeah.
he was like, "I can't go outside
No.
without my matching beret."
Come on.
Which was amazing. I remember afterwards.
End of times, and they're gonna catch you like dressed badly. Come
Yeah,
on.
and nothing happened. And I mean, we were out until it stopped, and then we went in, but we couldn't stop laughing because we were like, how can my grandpa be so calm? Everything was falling, everything was moving terrible, and he was looking for the color of hat that matched his outfit.
Yeah. No.
So-
No way. The end of the world is gonna catch him.
Without, yeah,
With terrible fashion.
yeah.
No. You gotta go.
Yeah, he was amazing.
He was hoping
I
that
love him dearly. I love him still.
history would say, that elegant man that passed that day, that very elegant man.
Yeah.
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 Maybe they unearth you like the people in Pompeii and people in the future, like,
Would be like, "Oh my God, that's a great
yeah,
outfit."
2,000 years from now, it's like, look at this dude. Look at this guy. People back then used to know how to dress.
Yeah. Salmon Kajra was saying LOL, and Salmon Kajra was also saying attachment. I'm very attached to my couch. I spend 4 hours of my day on it. The hard thing, Salmon, would be taking your couch out.
Yeah. You
I
could
mean-
throw it out the window.
Yeah. Well, maybe they live in a house.
Throw it out the window.
Maybe they have small windows.
Break the window. I mean, it's already a fire. You can't be concerned about the state of your window.
Tomás Levy Wright dice, ¿vieron la serie francesa El Colapso? Hay una escena muy graciosa en que un ultra rico tiene que escapar y está metiendo obras originales de Picasso, Da Vinci, etcétera, en el auto y no entran, jajaja. Eso sería Salmon con el
Sí.
sofá.
Toca ese. La moraleja de esta historia es que toca comprar formato pequeño.
Sí. Salmon Kutcher was saying, I burned with that couch. Catherine Peremsky
Go, Chili. Kill.
was saying, that's why OPL is the best. Let's see. So we should say hi. Do you think? Don't you think?
I think so.
Let's
She's
see.
trying to eat the extension cord. I have my foot like a piece of the extension cord.
I can grab her.
No. I'm loving this. I'm trying to paint, but I'm also playing with her.
Multitasking. That's why I'm trying to. I want to teach her
Yeah,
because I've
to
seen
paint.
in the no
Yeah, I think she would be
in
good. I've
there's
seen
a
potential.
person that trains dogs,
Yeah.
and he says that it's very important to not only say the word but have like a motion.
Emotion?
Motion. So like move your
Like
hand.
Lenza
clap.
Leviosa. No?
Well, not that. I mean, if you want to teach her,
Her,
That?
please, Danny.
do it. But no, like
To levitate?
I don't know if you've seen that when I tell her sit, I do sit. So So it's like a 45 angle thing. It
Mm.
doesn't matter. But,
I mean, it does from what you're saying.
well, it matters to me. I don't know
Okay.
if it matters to you. But I was trying to say that it is very useful, he says,
Uh-huh.
when you are, for example, at the phone or
Chili.
right now. Like
No. Chili, hand motion.
No, because you have to
Hand
teach
motion.
him. So you can say like stop, or like you can clap, and she would associate that with no.
Oh,
or
could you
something like
imagine her
that.
going to like a concert?
Oh yeah, she'd be like, "What's going
No,
on?"
no, 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 no. Standing ovation. No, 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 no.
Yeah.
It's like, don't ever take me to this. Like, so much negativity here. She starts like understanding music as negative.
Aline Gollard was saying, "Hi Danny, my dog sometimes understands the things without me having to say, because I teach him some moves. That means actions. Perfect. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I want.
Like a kick.
Yeah. And
Swift kick to the butt.
I mean, she understands the sit, but I have to do others because she just understands the sit.
Yeah.
I have to teach her more things. I want to
Math.
teach her the stay.
Yeah.
Just like that's the one I want to tackle next.
Oh, could you imagine motioning that while you're running from the fire and she just stays? She's like, okay, I'm going to
No,
die. I guess
that's
I'm
super
dying.
sad.
I guess I am dying. She taught me too well. She taught me too. Wow.
So, Cacaito was saying morning, ¿cómo van? Hola, Cacaito. Vamos muy bien. ¿Tú cómo estás? Cody Winnicky was saying good morning. What time is it in Bogota? It is 11:05.
Oh, God, it's
AM.
late.
It's late.
Yeah.
Nadine Tralala was saying hi guys. Hey Nadine, how are you? Pedro Vicente dice muy buenos días Dani, Nico y Chili. Hola Pedro Vicente.
Chili, responda.
Chili
Sea grosera.
Chili está pasando un muy buen día. La verdad, salió al parque, estuvo feliz, se atragantó con algo.
Tuvo diarrea.
Tuvo
Fantástico el día. Está genial, Dani,
Eh.
el día de Chile.
Sí, pero está muy bien.
Perfecta.
Olguita dice muy buenos días Nicolás y Dani. Hola Olguita María.
¿Mi mamá?
Sí.
¿Así de formal?
Muy
No, yo
buenos
creo que la
días,
secuestraron.
Nicolás y Dani.
No, ¿qué es
No
eso?
digas
Esa no es mi
eso,
mamá.
Nicolás.
Eso es otra persona, mi amor. Identity theft.
When I was saying that maybe the when you were kicking the paint with the table, if it was maybe too loud.
Kicking the paint with the table.
Yeah,
What?
we were banging the
Oh,
tube.
right. The tube.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Brooks Frederick was saying not too loud. So
Oh,
we're
okay, good.
We're good. We're
So
good.
we could do it again and have it not work again.
Exactly. Guillaume Lheureux was saying hello. Hey Guillaume, how are you? Sisyphus Aaron was saying using
Sisyphus what? Errand?
Aaron. No,
Oh.
Aaron. As in
Aaron.
the name? Aaron? I
Oh,
say
okay.
Aaron. I'm sorry.
No. I
Sisyphus
liked
Aaron.
thinking that it was Sisyphus errand. A Sisyphean errand.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, I like it. That would be nice.
It was saying using chili as a pigment or as a brush.
Oh my God.
Mm.
What?
No, when you were talking about
Chili burns?
maybe eating the
Oh.
pigment at the beginning. I'm just reading the comments in order.
Oh,
if
okay.
it
So
was-
I'm like
yeah. So
I
you
I
were saying
forgot
that
what I
chili
said 10
might
minutes ago.
eat the yellow ochre,
Oh yes.
and I was
yes.
like, no, that would be her last day.
Yes, for
And
sure.
Sisyphus was saying using chili as a pigment, and
Of
I'm
course.
saying or as a brush.
Both.
At the
I mean,
same
she's already gone. Let's
No,
let's
know,
give her
don't say
a
that.
let's paint a ugly
No.
painting with her.
Cody Winnicky was saying at the beginning, haha, so much excitement right off. Yes, we started in a high note, in a chilly note.
Cold day.
Germán Rodríguez
Mm.
dice, hola, hoy los puedo ver, jajaja. Hola, o sea, Gabriel García no está manejando hoy.
Está haciendo.
puede ver.
Yo creo que fue tan rápido para tratar de decir que no nos vio ayer que yo creo que sí nos vio.
Sí,
terrible.
se sintió mal, sí. Ahora sí los puedo ver.
Ay, por
Obviamente no estaba
fin.
viéndolos.
Por fin.
Sí. Saint Gallus was saying, no, it's not easier. Talking about the title, I guess.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, for sure it's not. Let's see. Emery Borch was saying hello. Hello, Emery. And Emery was saying, I also read that profiles aren't considered to have the same impact because the person doesn't look through the picture's frame and into the real world, so to speak.
Okay. Yeah. So they're not directing their gaze towards the viewer.
Javi Hav was saying, whoa, I walked into studies in Ochre Week. Love it. Good morning, all. Hey, Javi Hav. So this was with your ochre accident?
I mean, don't call Motherwell an accident.
No.
Please.
No, not that.
And
the
Jesus
thing that happened
Christ.
before.
One of the best late 20th century painters. For God's sakes, Danny.
MCLA Film was saying, Happy New Year, Nico and Danny.
Oh,
Happy
stop
New
it.
Year, MCLA Film.
No.
Happy
You don't
New
get
Year
anything
to
from
everyone.
me. No, you don't get anything from me.
Yeah.
Well, you get an
a Happy
unfollow
New
from
Year
me.
and you get a Happy New Year.
Okay.
Beth H was saying, Hi guys. No, it is not. I have been working on portrait of my daughter too. Yeah, it is very complicated. It is. Prince Barebones was saying, Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Prince Barebones.
Bare bones.
Barebones. Johnny, this
Plot twist? It's actually bare bones. You know, bears? Like, rawr, bare bones.
Okay.
Bare bones, the animal. There's a bunch of bare bones all over. Thank you. I'll show my way out.
Johnny Deshardens was saying, Painting a profile is one of my favorite head angles to do. So many subtle planes of the face to push and pull.
Yes.
Ranar was saying, Hola guapos, feliz año y gracias por el libro. Y un corazoncito. Avi, con mucho gusto.
Avi Cadavi.
I don't know if Abby can understand. No, of course he can.
Or Spanish?
Yeah.
Of course. He's in Sevilla still, I feel.
No, I think he wasn't.
No?
But I don't know if he was on vacations. Or he's moved. Where are you now? What's your base now, Abby? Chili. James Art was sending a happy face and a thumbs up. Hello, James Art. Cody Winnicky was saying, Haha, Nicolas, standing on the curb with the glow of the apartment in flames reflected in his eyes, clutching his Hellboy's tattoo. 100%.
Oh, would that be the one?
No, I think...
I don't know.
Maybe. I think that's the one you said before that you would save.
Well, that one started everything.
Yeah.
So
but now...
Yeah. Oh, no. Now it's bigger than I thought.
No. Now it would be harder to choose.
Yeah.
Look,
yes.
she's trying to
look at
give you the little
She saw me
bone.
lifting my leg from the little thing, and she was like...
No, it's the little bone thing she has.
Oh, no, she's
she
coming.
wants to
She's
be.
coming for that little tag on the
Really?
extension cord. Oh, yeah.
We have to take it out.
She loves it.
We don't need that tag thing.
Well, maybe we do. Just to keep
We've
her
never
entertained
used it.
here.
Avi was saying she would grab the sweater that Nika doesn't like. Oh, my sacobija. Well, it would be a little bit hot for that.
I think that thing is so flammable that if Danny grabs that, I might as well just say goodbye.
And that's also Chili's favorite.
She's completely camouflaged in that thing.
Yeah, because it's like a lover,
Lover?
¿Cómo se dice?
Leopard?
Leopard.
Yeah.
Not leopard, but leopard.
Well, leotard is something else.
No, leopard.
So just say leopard.
Leopard.
Like
No, I was gonna
Leopard.
go for leopard, but it's leopard. That leopard print.
Leopard feels
Leopard print.
like a leopard that's like from overseas, you know?
Yeah,
An
like a very
exchange
fancy
student leopard.
Yeah,
Hello,
With a
I'm
monocle.
Leopard.
with a monocle.
I am Leopard.
No, it would be.
Take a
hello,
seat, please. Thank you. Don't speak.
Leopard.
I'm Leopard.
Salmon Kajra was saying, Johnny, this hardens. Hello, I think I've seen your stream before on David Finch channel.
Ooh,
And Johnny
nice.
This Hardens was saying, yes, I've worked with Dave for several years.
What?
He's an amazing teacher.
Nice.
Salmon Kajra was saying, awesome. And
Wait, with David Finch or David Lynch? Danny?
They were saying Finch.
Okay,
the
I think you
comments.
said Lynch.
I said David Lynch. No,
Maybe because it
Finch.
just rolls off like no. I mean, they're both great.
No, I said Dave Finch.
Okay, Dave Finch is an amazing comic book artist.
I said
Very
Dave
good.
Finch.
Okay, I thought I heard Lynch. So
No.
yeah, David is he's ridiculously good.
Mm, let's see. Um. Kajra was saying greetings, one and all.
Catch
Hello,
a fire?
Kajra.
Oh.
Like Fiyah. Fire?
Yeah, I mean, we
Catch
were
a
speaking
fire.
about fires, so
Yeah.
good. On topic, on brand.
Mm, let her be. I mean,
Oh, I do.
she's trying. I'm gonna describe what she's trying to do.
Live
She
dangerously.
has a pillow that I put now as a bed for her
Yeah.
here. And the pillow has like a cover. So it has like two folds to
Okay.
get the insert of the pillow in. So she was trying to get inside the inserts. But then she got trapped and she was trying to look out the window. So she was trying to escape the folds of the pillow.
You should do like a whole video of you just narrating.
describing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now she barked. And I guess
Danny
I can't see her.
Attenborough.
But I guess that she's licking the wall. Because she has like a tiny place of the wall that she loves to
She
lick.
can be so brilliant at times and then so stupid,
Yeah.
you know?
Let's
Calls herself a 4-month-old. Come on, Chili, pick it up.
Salmon Kajra was saying, have a great night, everyone. I have to go. Thank you for the stream.
Oof. It's night.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Salmon.
Yeah, nice.
Goodbye,
Danny. Nice, Danny.
Kajra was saying, what is the blue tape for?
So the blue tape is because I accidentally cut into these pieces of paper when we were sending books, shipping books. I had to cut my labels, like the labels that we would print from stamps.com. So that was one of my roles. Danny had packing roles. I had more of making the box.
Yeah.
And then printing the labels and then cutting the labels.
I had like the bubble wrapping.
Yeah, you had bubble wrap, and you also had packing the books.
And like the printing, the label printing.
Yeah.
And you did the cutting
and I did
of the
taping of the final box.
I think everyone's like, what?
No. We had
over describing.
Yeah.
I
mean, you were the one describing the pillow that
that was very
Chili was trying to get into. No, so we both had our roles, and one of mine was to just cut the labels.
Because I did something so stupid. I'm sorry.
Were you gonna kiss Chili and then kiss the mic?
I kissed the mic.
I know.
So dumb. I'm sorry.
I know.
We have to take down this video.
Sometimes so intelligent and then so kissing the mic. So,
I'm sorry.
well, I'm going to speak about something stupid that I did. No, I had my moleskin sketchbook and I used it as a base, like as a, I propped it up and I didn't want to cut into my brother's like plastic table. So I would cut on top of my, my moleskin sketchbook and used it as a cutting board. And I always thought, I'm just barely cutting into it. So I'm probably not going to damage the cover, or maybe the one thing that's going to get damaged is the cover. And yes, for sure, the cover, I was trying to see if I could take it out just to show you guys, but no, the cover got damaged. But I cut into the cover, past the cover, and into the pages, and past a ton of pages.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys know me, and I'm not going to waste a single thing. So this has a big kind of slash here. So I just put some tape and we're painting on top of the tape. And then I'm going to ask Danny to do her sewing magic and maybe sew it from the back. So the what do you call it? El hilo?
thread?
The thread actually comes here, and it maybe looks cool. I don't know. So we're gonna do that. But I wasn't about to like just throw away a bunch of pages from my sketchbook. Those things are expensive, so we're gonna put them to use.
I can't believe I had that brain fart to kiss the mic.
Well, it happens.
Hmm.
I mean, not really, but it happened to you. So
Well, it happens. I mean, you were going to zoom in your painting, so
I know.
it
I know.
happens.
It happens, and like I said, it happens.
Yeah, well, you were saying it happens to you, but
I mean, those sort of things.
Robin Sita was 13. Was saying
Robin
good
Sita
morning.
Divine
Good morning, Robin Sita. Good morning, from
Robin
Chile
Sita.
over here.
From
She's
Chile. We're in Colombia. What are you
she's
talking about?
staring at the screen. Prince Barebones was saying it is bear as in the animal, haha, and a happy face. So it is Prince Barebones. Bear.
Oh, it is bear.
Yeah, that's why I say bear.
Oh, I thought it was
bones.
bare bones, like
That's
on
why
your
I
bear.
didn't got your joke. I was
Oh,
like,
because I've never heard. I never look at the usernames. Like
Mhm.
that's your role.
yeah,
So,
'cause, I mean, you're painting while.
but in my mind, it was always. I always thought it was bare bones.
as in yeah,
Bear.
as in bear.
Bare.
No, it's as in bear.
Oh, well, it's a play on words, I'm sure.
Mhm.
But okay, I like it even now. I like it more even now.
I like it even now.
I like it even now.
Paulo Vasquez was saying good day, Danny, Nico, and everyone. Hello, Paulo. Good day to you. How are you? Cody Winnicky was saying Prince Barebones. My next commission is of a bear skull.
Nice. Do you have an actual bear skull, Cody? Or do we have to Google that? Be interesting. Bear skulls are rad. They're enormous. Teeth are just ridiculous. And let's hope like it wasn't like a hunted bear. Although I don't know if bears can be hunted in some places, like legally. But let's say died, natural causes. Or maybe it's a cast of a bear skull. That can also be, I'm sure.
Chili loves to eat the buttons of jackets and sweaters.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
No, and she's sleepy. Like she went here and she was standing on two paws just to like be
Mm-hmm.
here to
Nice, Danny.
to
Eloquently
get lifted,
put.
to get ¿cómo se dice? Alzar,
Picked up
to
or
get carried.
yeah, sure.
So she could sleep. But now she's moving around a lot, so and I don't know why I'm saying that. Prince Barebones was saying I also watched the rest of yesterday's stream and I heard Cody Winnicky tell the tale of our meeting.
Yes.
I also met one of his students because we started talking about OPL.
No way.
Yeah, that's super cool. I mean, OPL community going
I
strong.
know. Do you think there's a jail where they talk about us, like the inmates?
Well,
I don't know where I went there, but
art crimes.
I don't know. Art
maybe?
crimes?
Maybe they committed art crimes.
There's like a soul jail for like forgers.
Yeah. Maybe in the jail they're like, "Oh my god. No, I got internet time with these lame people that just
Yeah.
look at these lame
Dog.
artists and a lame dog."
Yeah. Thankfully,
Time
she
to
kissed the
get-
microphone, and that kind of did it for me. So, subscribed.
Eric Carlson was saying, "Hi, a bit technical question.
Yes, please bring us back to painting. I don't know where Danny is like womaning this ship. So,
How do you handle glare? I have never seen any glare on the painting in your videos. What kind of magic do you do with the camera, lights, and your environment?" So
so
first of all, thank you, because it's as if
for
the
bringing it back to painting, or
not well that too, but for saying that it is great video quality.
oh,
I
thank
would
you.
read it like that.
So, we were lucky in the room that we were working at for the past couple of years because not for the first year. First year, I think, was a mess. I think we could describe it as a mess. But for the last couple of years, we've been in this room that is now Fer's room. And we were working. So I'm sitting here. There was a window right in front of us. So right to the direction where I'm pointed.
No, estaba allá.
No. So imagine, no, like I'm not pointing the actual
Because
direction.
it changes.
I'm pointing, so please, Danny. I'm pointing the direction that it was in reference to the table, which
So,
is,
no, 'cause
that's
you
what
said
makes it important.
Right in front of there.
So it was
a
like
window.
right in front of, I'm going to keep going, Danny.
It was there.
So right in front of the table was the window.
Mm-hmm.
So because the table is angled, it actually blocked some of the light,
Like
that
direct light.
the direct light that could be coming in.
Yeah.
But you know, when the sun was actually past the window, so because the window was facing east, so in the morning we would get a ton of sun. That's actually one of the reasons that we wouldn't do lives in the morning, or we wouldn't record in the morning because it was like super inconsistent, the light. But once it got past the window, everything was super diffused. You know, we would get, yes, eastern light, which is not the best, but it was a lot of light, and it was enough to just light the room evenly and diffused in a diffused manner. So what we did with our lights back in that room is we bounced them off the ceiling.
Yeah.
We pointed them upwards and we bounced them off the ceiling just to make it even more diffused. So what that does is that instead of light hitting your painting directly, which is what would make it glare, light is actually just bouncing off the space where you're working, and it's really nice. Now, right now, we have a different challenge, which is very, very tough to deal with, because behind me,
You can see the window here.
so behind me, there's just, you know, in our kitchen and what is our living room, which is we're working in our living room, we are surrounded by windows that look out to the north, which is actually kind of helpful, to be honest.
And huge windows, like floor to ceiling.
Well, yes. Don't imagine like warehouse space. No,
but
apartment floor to ceiling windows. And so we have to deal with all this light coming this direction, which is very tough. It actually comes mostly this direction, if I have to be super precise. So what we do now is, instead of the lights that we had that once we would bounce off the ceiling, we are now lighting this painting in a very traditional way, which is you put two lights. So look at my finger and look at the cast shadows that my finger is doing. So we have one light coming from the left at an angle. I would say maybe a 30-degree angle from here. So it's not quite 45, maybe a 30-degree angle. And this one's about 45, I would say. And the one from the right, it's actually hitting it straight, a bit more straight on. And that's why I'm getting, if you look at this, the shadow on my right side, it's actually a little bit stronger. And the one on the left, it's more diffused. Not perfect again, but we're trying to balance the amount of light that comes in. So this one is actually better if it hits it stronger, the one to my left, because it has to compensate for all that light being from this side. I'm pretty sure we could turn this light off, the one on my right, I'm sorry, and we would still have like a good condition to paint. So in terms of light, that's what we do. We do have a polarizing filter on the lens, though, but it doesn't do wonders. I mean, light is coming from so many different directions that polarizing filters are very useful when they can block just one kind of direction of light, but they can't do miracles. They can't just grab light that's coming from all over the place and then polarize it.
But
what
also
else?
The fact that it's paper.
What else? Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to end in. What Danny is saying is exactly right. We are not working on a surface where the oil sort of stays on the surface or is barely absorbed. Because this is raw paper and because it's going to absorb a lot of the oil very, very quickly, what you see is just the sort of clay-like texture of paint that is kind of like the remnant when paint starts to get very quickly absorbed into the paper. So imagine something that behaves or that starts to look very gouache-like. That's what kind of begins to happen with paint when you work on raw paper. So yeah, so I think that kind of covers all of it. I think so. Could you think of anything else?
No, no, because I was thinking that maybe if they could see the videos where you worked in Yubo, you
Ooh,
could
those
kind
are
of
tougher.
see
Yeah,
a little bit more of a glare
yeah,
because of how the Yubo is.
yeah. Because
It's,
it's
it's like a plasticky sheet of
polypropylene,
paper. Yeah,
polypropylene. Yeah, that's
polypropylene. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. It just won't. I mean, the person that actually taught us this, they were 100% right. I thought it was just plastic through and through, but it's actually sandwiched.
Yeah,
The
it's
the
layers. We read
polypropylene
that.
is sandwiched between layers that are just microscopically absorbent, like absorbent enough so that you can work on them.
Yep.
So it's not quite plastic 100%.
No, but it
It's
does glare. I mean,
it
'cause
does
it
glare.
does
Oh yeah.
look like plastic.
Yeah, yeah. I actually, you know that I actually this is one of the times and I'll say this, openly, but it's the last ones that we did on Yupo, they looked very nice when I painted them, and when I usually put liquid, not always, but I usually try to put liquid on top of the paintings as a final varnish, which you're not supposed to, but that's what I do. Um, I was a little kind of saddened when I put that on because it kind of messed with some of the tones. It was nicer without it. So,
Well, but that's how you learn
yeah,
in what surface to use.
Yeah, I'm kind
and
of I was kind of saddened by it because the painting did change from when I painted it to when I, decided to apply that layer in the end. So, it's one of those things that you can't really walk back after that. So, a little frustrated, I felt.
Tintin was saying hello,
Tintin!
Danny, Chili, and Nico.
Tintin, we were talking about you
Hello,
the other day.
Tintin.
Can I be 100% honest, Tintin? And you know that you and I have a relationship where we can be honest. So, Tintin, there is this guy, and I was hoping it was, if it was in the Philippines, Tintin, we could do this 100%.
Oh, I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah,
I
we
was
could
gonna
do
say,
this.
what are you-
Oh, Tintin, if it was Philippines, I could trust you 1,000,000%, and we could work this out. Like, you and me, we could do it.
So, by the way, a little introduction. These are the conversations we have before we go to bed, or when we are eating, or when we are like it would surprise people how many conversations we have around OPO.
Around stupid stuff. And Tintin. No, Tintin, I'm not equating you with I'm not pairing you with the stupid stuff.
No,
But they're
no,
usually
Tintin's
dumb.
not gonna help you.
No. This is a loving relationship. Tintin. So, it's not in the Philippines, but I'm sure Tintin has traveled, quite a bit around home. So, Tintin, there is this statue collector in Bangkok that I want to go and visit because he has like so many cool statues.
And he says that it's kind of like a museum.
Yeah. I mean,
Like
he
you could
speaks about
visit-
it as a
he-
gallery.
He built like this crazy glass, humongous thing. I know that
This
I
must
mean,
be a very wealthy person.
I was gonna say that
Very,
it's
very
like
wealthy person.
Imagine, because I said that before. Imagine having that as your studio.
Oh, are you kidding me? Come on.
It's like
Um,
crazy.
Yeah, but this person collects statues, and what I mean statues. Sadly, I don't mean like Rodins, or
Well,
I
not
don't mean
sadly.
because
No, you're talking
But
about.
no, I'm talking about the sort of statues that I like, which
Yeah,
are like
like
comic book
figure
statues
statues,
and
yeah,
like
like-
stuff like that.
Superheroes. and-
Yeah. But these are like very expensive statues. Like nothing that I have comes even close to like what these things cost.
No, and he gets them all.
Oh, he gets all of them.
All. And
Like
it's
this
like,
guy,
I have
yeah,
this
he's-
1-to-1 because he has like crazy big, like busts.
Oh, busts. Yeah, it's
Jesus
insane.
Christ.
Yeah. Tintin. So we need to set up a workshop
Yeah,
in
because this is
Thailand.
how our brain works.
I was
If
like
we
in
can-
Thailand. I don't know too many Thai people.
If we could have a workshop there, maybe we could contact the person
Oh,
that collects the
100%.
statues, and we could ask them to
Oh,
go
we have a
visit.
channel. I would be like, hey, do you mind if we paint in your property? We can make a video. I could go visit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
maybe.
it's kind of a stretch,
So
but
Tintin,
maybe Tintin,
I know
if
you have
know
contacts.
someone.
I know you are very powerful. Very. So far closer to Thailand than I am, than we are here in Colombia. So Tintin, we need some contacts in Thailand so we could do a workshop
So we could
for
go.
the sole reason. I mean,
visit.
I'm gonna be committed. I
you
love
love the
painting.
workshops,
Oh,
yeah.
come on! One of my dreams is to paint in Thailand.
Well, to be honest, one of my dreams is to go to visit Thailand. So it's like checking tons of boxes.
Please. So Tintin, no rush, but get back to us.
Nicolas.
Yes, and we'll figure something out.
And before this,
We'll figure something
Tintin
out.
was saying Chile should have an Instagram account. And
If that's what you need for the workshop to happen,
we even a TikTok we could open. A
Yeah.
Chile TikTok.
chill talk.
Chill talk. No.
No, that's her podcast.
Tik- Chill tick? No, that's it. No.
Oh, it's going from bad to worse.
Tintin was saying my friend is the current Philippine ambassador to Thailand.
See?
You
See?
see
I
the
told
wheels turning, Nicolas. We're
told you.
closer.
I told you.
Closer,
I could be
closer.
a temporary cultural attaché. I have no idea what I'm saying, Tintin, but we can work this out. Like let's keep workshopping it.
Let's see. Mm,
I love how we are thinking like that the guy is going to be like, "Sure, come in." Maybe he's like, "Hey, private property, get the hell
no,
out."
because he was saying that it's like a gallery, because he wanted that to be kind of a museum.
But I don't know if it's open to the public. But we can say we're YouTubers. I think we have more
we
people.
could stretch the
Yeah.
use of that word. Yeah.
I mean, we are technically YouTubers.
No, yes.
Unsuccessful ones,
but not
but
unsuccessful.
but very dear
No,
YouTubers, I would say.
We're not unsuccessful because this is the platform where we share things that then we sell so we can live out of this. So it is
Although
the
I would-
vehicle we use.
Yeah. Although I would say if it gets us there, we can consider ourselves successful. Like if it took us to Thailand and if it got me a photo with all those statues, I could live with that.
Even better than the million subscriber thingy that you get.
No. Remember, we're
That's
aiming
preferred.
we're aiming for the 100,000 one that we're going to
100.
get.
Oh, I went for the million.
Yeah, no, I think you're overshooting
sorry,
it there.
yes,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
That's a little too much.
But maybe, I mean, it's not hard to dream big.
Right now, the dream big is just going to
To
Thailand.
Thailand, yeah. To go and visit the statues. That would be super cool. Giordano Bruno was saying, I love watching Master Nicolas Uribe painting.
Okay, I don't know
Sure.
who that is.
He makes painting a profile look much easier. I want to know who's Nicolas' Latin American favorite artist.
Oh.
Salutations from North Africa, was saying Giordano. Latin American
Oof.
favorite artist.
I mean, that's a lot of that's a lot of countries, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about one that was a teacher of your mother.
Yeah. I mean, deep down, it is a part of my own history and the way I was taught to be sensitive to art, and because my mother had such a sort of close relationship, my mother and my aunt. My aunt actually
Really? I
yeah.
had no idea about that part.
Yeah, she would bring his work from France, from Paris to Colombia. Yeah. So, Luis Caballero for me is enormous.
Yes.
It's very hard to to think of somebody different than him here in Colombia. He is just one of the world's best draftsmen, I would say.
Yes.
He was. This is not like me being hyperbolic. I really do feel this was one of the world's best draftspeople at that time for sure, but it's just so difficult to find lives that are dedicated to drawing that his was entirely a life dedicated to drawing and just, you know, somebody who was just exceptionally gifted at drawing. So for me, there's I could think of many names, but it's I really, when comparing, it's very difficult for me to find another artist that has the impact that he had on me when I was younger, and the respect that he still, you know, deserve, and this is 100% deserves, but that I still hold for him, you know, after all these years. Yeah, he's just an absolute genius. He was a treasure of humanity, I feel. But if I'm thinking more openly, I would say this is a strange one, but somebody whose work I deeply admire, and he's actually an illustrator, is Jorge Gonzalez, and he's from Argentina.
Yeah, so more like a contemporary.
Yeah, contemporary illustrator.
Yeah.
Graphic novel artist. I think he's one of the best in the world right now. And I just adore the way he tells stories. I think he is a tremendous draftsperson. I mean, just tremendous draftsperson. Super experimental also. He's not bound by anything. Like he's willing to take risks constantly in terms of his own drawing, in terms of storytelling. Genius. Like this is 100% like an absolute genius. So I think I would go with that. I would go with somebody whose work, you know, meant a ton for me when I was younger and shaped me for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I would also go with somebody who I just nowadays, I think when I envision somebody who pushes constantly, I think about him. And so, yeah, Jorge Gonzalez for sure.
Tintin was saying, but then you would have to come to the Philippines.
Tintin.
Oh, I
That's
don't
a
see the
given.
problem there.
That is a given. What are you talking about?
So cool. I would, like, I'm packing.
I'm getting chills.
I'm packing.
I am getting chills.
Let's see. Manuel Cruz dice, hola, un saludo desde Bilbao, un placer veros siempre. Muchísimas gracias, Manuel.
Un saludo.
Un saludo, ¿cómo diría yo?
Bilbaeño.
No, hasta Bilbao, que tú siempre decías que
sí.
decía,
Nunca,
desde,
nunca.
hasta, desde.
Sí. ¿Cuál es el gentilicio de Bilbao? ¿Bilbaense? ¿Bilbaeño?
No sé.
¿Bilbago? ¿Bilbago? Los que no hacen mucho. La maña que tienen los de Bilbao.
No sé si maña se entienda. Bilbaíno.
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 Ah, muy bonito.
Es que bilbaíno.
Bilbaíno.
¿Tú sí eres? Bilbaíno.
Bonito. Suena muy lindo. No bilbaíno. Bilbaíno.
A mí me suena mejor bilbaíno. Pero como quieran, sí. Bilbaíno o bilbaíno.
Como quieran, no. Como
es. Que
es.
así se dice,
como
como
así. Sí, como quieran,
cualquiera de
no.
las dos se puede decir.
No. Literalmente no.
Prince Barebones was saying the Northern Colorado OPL community is going strong.
Ooh, nice.
There's at least 3 of us.
Oh my God.
Super strong, I mean.
Yeah. That is a place that we should consider then for a meetup.
Yeah, I mean.
Now there's 5 with the 2 of us.
Yeah.
That is a crowd, I would say.
Well.
5
we
successful OPL
we could
crowd.
Even have a table reserved.
We would have to reserve a table.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we're 5. We can't just show up.
Party of 5, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we were a party.
Too big, yeah.
We would be a party.
I know.
Or we could meet at like a midpoint somewhere, maybe in the Philippines. Maybe.
Yeah, super midpoint. Mm, let's see. Cody Winnicky said, I do. The person lent me their real bear skull.
Nice.
It's in my studio right now. It was quote unquote haunted, unfortunately, but it was actually on their property, threading their animals.
Threatening.
Threatening. Oh, threading. No.
Yeah.
Threading is enhebrando.
Yeah, maybe it was. You know, who knows?
Threatening their
Who knows?
animals. So I don't know if that changes anything.
Maybe the sick bastard was threatening the animals.
Well,
Yeah, it's like, let's get rid of this psychopath.
Cody was saying like self-defense. I don't know. Fernanda Medina dice, hola Nicolás y Daniela. ¿Algún
Hola.
consejo sobre cómo ser consistente cuando uno mezcla colores para la piel? Algunas veces los míos se ven muy rojizos, otras veces azulados y me cuesta conseguir un balance.
Estas conversaciones son difíciles para mí porque cuando yo digo la piel, se me hace que no, para mí, dentro de mi experiencia, eso no quiere decir nada. Por ejemplo, si yo fuera a pintar a Dani y yo me paro al lado, ¿cómo se llama la persona?
Se llama Fernanda.
Fernanda. Fernanda, ¿te convendría mezclar tonos más rojizos para pintarme a mí, a diferencia de los tonos de Dani?
Que son más como
Que son
amarillos
como más amarillitos.
o hasta verdosos.
Sí, o sea, mira mi mano.
Pero
mira,
de nuevo,
mira
si
mi
yo me
rosado
paro,
sexy de mano.
Si yo que soy mucho más amarilla o verdosa, me paro en una condición de luz más rojiza,
Exacto.
te convendría mezclar los mismos colores que podrías mezclar para Nicolás.
Sí.
O si me paro en una luz mucho más fría, te convendría mezclarlos con azules. Entonces, sí, como que la noción de una mezcla de color para piel no existe.
No, o sea, yo entiendo que haya fórmulas eficientes y fórmulas que como que sean entendido como capaces de interpretar distintas entonaciones de piel en el ser humano de una manera eficaz. Yo soy un poco más abierto a creer que, pues, la manera como percibimos al ser humano es tan mutable porque depende enteramente como de la condición de luz. Entonces, yo o sea, me enseñé a no tener como una noción de lo que significa piel, porque pienso que si pinto a alguien, digamos, a las 6 de la mañana, lo pintaría distinto. Si es la misma persona, digamos, voy a pintar a Dani a las 6 de la mañana, la luz de las 6 de la mañana hace que yo la pinte distinto a si la quisiera pintar yo al mediodía, a si la quisiera pintar yo a las 3 de la tarde, a si la quisiera pintar yo a las 6 de la tarde. Entonces, cuando uno se da cuenta de eso, de cuán cambiante puede ser la condición, digamos, la condición envolvente de luz que hace que yo interprete como esa constante que llamamos piel, la interprete de unas maneras tan distintas. Si yo rápidamente me doy cuenta de eso, pues de pronto eso quiere decir que uno más bien tiene que enseñarse a ser es observador y no simplemente como a decir, ay, vino alguien con una piel muy clara, lo que sea. No sé, es que incluso para mí es súper difícil verbalizar ese tipo de cosas, aunque sé cómo las personas se refieren a ellas y sé lo que significa, pero para mí es súper complejo porque me siento en algún nivel traicionando como mi propia sensibilidad cuando digo eso. Pero digamos, si viene una persona con una piel clara, entonces a mí no me gustaría ser el tipo de pintor que dice, ah, yo ya sé qué mezclar para esa piel. No sé, yo creo que es un problema como preciosamente más complejo. Y digo yo como, qué pena, Linda, ya acabo. No, digo que es como un reto, o sea, es un reto lindísimo. Uno ser siempre una persona que apenas se sienta, va a dejar que ese otro ser humano, que les puede estar posando, si es un modelo, si es, no sé, si uno está o sea, si uno decidió representar a esa otra persona, uno se está dando la opción de que esa otra persona le enseñe cómo es que se presenta esa persona en ese momento específico de luz.
Ujú.
Eso es súper lindo. Es como llegar y decir, o sea, uno lo podría poner en términos de prejuicios que uno puede tener. No llamo yo tampoco prejuicios ni sociales, sino prejuicios de que uno cree saber cómo deberían ser las cosas. Entonces, a mí se me hace súper bonito cuando uno dice, no sé nada, no sé, yo sé reaccionar como pintor, pero yo no sé nada en términos de generar relaciones a priori.
Como
Porque
una
¿para qué?
receta.
Sí, porque ¿para
Sí.
qué? Lo más lindo es cuando uno se topa con alguien que le dice, te voy a mostrar algo que tú no pensabas que, que se podía presentar de esta manera. Y entonces yo he pintado tonos de piel de personas, creería yo, o sea, me sentiría orgulloso de decir de personas de todo el mundo, de todo el planeta, como que creo que he tenido la fortuna de
Y en distintas condiciones de
entre personas
luz,
que
de...
conozco, sí, y entre modelos que he pintado en toda mi carrera, pienso que uno pues puede empezar a ocupar muchísimas regiones de este planeta tan lindo y todas las personas han sido como unos universos distintos cuando uno las va a representar. Es precioso. Uno dice, ¿what? Eso es verde. O sea, uno dice, esto se siente verde. O uno dice, esto se siente violeta. O esto se siente azul. Y, y tener esa oportunidad de sorprenderse y de decir, wow, esto se siente de un color que yo racionalmente de pronto nunca hubiera equiparado con un tono de piel, le brinda la oportunidad a uno como pintor de decir, bueno, ¿cuánto me impresionó? ¿Cuánto me conmovió ese momento en el que, digamos, absorbí esa respuesta, ese estímulo? Y hay veces uno dice, no, me sorprendió muchísimo, o sea, me sorprendió gratamente y se me hizo una cosa fantástica. Entonces uno dice, bueno, pues dejemos que con la pintura podamos expresarle al observador, al público, cuánto me conmoví. Entonces, si yo veo que alguien en una piel oscura, por ejemplo, la frente se siente un azul violeta, y yo voy a mezclar un azul violeta resaturado para comunicar que de verdad sentí, o sea, me sentí impactado en el mejor sentido cuando vi ese color y quiero decirle a la gente cuán importante fue ese momento para mí. Entonces uno mezcla un azul violeta y ¡buah! Lo pone en la frente y se ve genial. Entonces el grado en el que uno quiere reaccionar, en el que uno decide reaccionar ante ese estímulo, termina hablando muchísimo de lo que es uno como ser humano y como pintor. Entonces desaprovechar esa oportunidad para generar recetas que simplemente le van a hacer a uno la vida es un poquito más fácil, pero que también son súper condicionantes.
Mm.
Yo, Nicolás Uribe, esto es muy personal, pero yo pienso que no vale la pena, Fernanda.
Y también creería yo que, o sea, tú dices que las recetas pueden como ayudar a simplificar, pero yo creo que también podrían hacer todo más complejo porque cuando estás viendo al sujeto que vas a pintar, estás forzando a tus ojos a que no vean esos cambios, que esta parte se ve mucho más azulada, esta parte se siente, o sea, mucho más cálida, mucho más fría, esta parte, o sea, si tú ves, digamos, ahorita la pintura que está haciendo Nicolás, Nicolás siempre habla como de cómo un color se entiende con el otro porque se compara. Entonces puede ser más frío que, más caliente que, puede ser más verde que, más azul que, más rojo que. Y el hecho de que sea rojo, azul, verde, amarillo, no significa que no deba ser parte de la piel, como dice Fernanda, de lo que está pintando en el retrato, que es la parte de la piel. Si digamos en ese retrato de Nicolás uno ve algunas de las brochazos, de los brochazos que está haciendo en esta parte como de la mandíbula o en la frente, y si uno los saca, uno los ve como un verde, o a otros los puede ver como un rojo, y es un rojo y es un verde porque todos esos colores también hacen parte de la piel, no es como una receta donde entonces, para el caso de la pintura que está haciendo Nicolás, que es de Fernanda, su hija, entonces para Fernanda tengo que mezclar solamente estos tres colores y de estos tres colores no me muevo. No, porque de nuevo, como la luz afecta cómo se ve la piel, hace que las mezclas sean infinitas. O sea, que las mezclas no se pueda decir para Fernanda es esta paleta, para Nicolás es esta paleta. No,
O se puede decir, pero eso implicaría que
pero
se
lo
tendría que
limita.
replicar la condición siempre.
Pero y además
O
lo
sea,
limita
sí,
un montón porque entonces si tú estás viendo acá un cambio que lo harías hacia el verde, pero en tu paleta no tienes un azul, digamos, o no tienes un negro porque dices, no, yo solo me voy a mover entre estos pedacitos de acá, no tienes cómo hablar de eso.
sí. O sea, me refería a que se puede hacer, porque muchísimos pintores hacen eso, tienen incluso premezclas para las pieles, pero eso también implicaría que uno quisiera o entonces sintiera la obligación, no la necesidad, sino la obligación de replicar la misma condición siempre. Entonces yo a las personas las pinto bajo esta luz siempre. O sea, no me voy a salir de ahí nunca, nunca. Y yo creo que si uno se termina acostumbrando o mal acostumbrando como a un solo estímulo, eso quiere decir que cuando uno se tope con un estímulo distinto al que uno se ha acostumbrado durante tanto tiempo, pues o sea, uno se va a dar cuenta de lo limitado que uno es como pintor porque uno nunca ha hecho el esfuerzo de estar allí. Entonces, Fernanda, yo la verdad no me sentiría tan mal por ser inconsistente. O sea, si lo que queremos es tener un poquitico más de disciplina en la mezcla, perfecto. Eso sí es re normal. O sea, eso sí uno puede decir, no, no, no. Tenemos que ser un poco más consistentes a la hora de mezclar o digamos como que uno quiere invocar una mezcla particular que uno tenga la capacidad de volverla a encontrar en la paleta, perfecto, eso sí lo entiendo 100%, pero, pero de hacerlo solo por tratar de que mi piel siempre me quede igual de rosadita o igual de como, no sé, tono piel, cualquiera que, como sea que uno trata de definir de una forma como tan taquigráfica lo que sería la piel, eh, yo creo que eso no vale la pena. Si te soy sincero, eso para mí no vale la pena. Es mejor ser un pintor sensible. O sea, es mejor enseñarse a ser un pintor sensible que se adapta a las condiciones que haya de luz constantemente.
So Eric Carlson, who was asking about
Yeah,
the non-glare in the
yeah,
videos,
yeah, okay.
was saying, thank you for a good explanation. You're right that the paint looks a bit like gouache, which is
Yes,
lovely.
thank you.
Uh,
I mean,
uh,
I'm not taking credit for how the paint looks, but thank you. That is just the paint.
Tintin was saying, love ya, Nico.
Oh, always. What are you talking about? Always Tintin.
Master of Glass was saying, hola, Nico. Algo admiro de ti es que pintas de todo. Yo a veces me concentro en crear una obra maestra, pienso la idea meses y al final no es lo que esperaba. En cambio, tú pintas fotos del diario vivir. Y una pregunta, Nico.
Sí, señor.
¿Consideras que las obras de gran tamaño se venden más que una de un cuarto o menos, como la que estás haciendo?
Se venden más, digamos, universalmente, o localmente, o... No sé, la verdad no sé. Yo creo que, o sea, si pensamos em, universalmente, que hasta ya es súper complejo, apenas lo dije, yo también
Sí,
me puse a
¿cómo
pensar como,
cuantificar?
bueno, pensar que se puede agrupar el mercado de las artes de cualquier país como en una sola fórmula, pues complejo. Pero no, yo creería que en el mundo de hoy en donde la gente tiene espacios o sea, que vive en espacios limitados, o sea, que normalmente su sitio donde duerme, o donde trabaja, tiende a ser como un espacio limitado. Yo pensaría que es incluso más fácil y más razonable intentar vender algo pequeño que algo grande. Lo que pasa es que hay mercados de arte, digamos que entrando ya a mercados más grandes de arte, pues esto tampoco es una norma, ¿no? Porque hay artistas que hacen obra pequeña, de pequeño formato y ya, o sea, ese es como el formato de la obra que hacen y ya, o sea, no es como una cosa No es como algo menos ni nada, es simplemente como, no, mi obra es formato pequeño y punto. Eso no quiere decir como nada. Eh, pero es más, cuando uno pasa a un mercado de arte más grande, pues la manera de empezar a demandar un dinero más grande por la obra de uno es también hacer un formato más grande. Entonces, normalmente las galerías también buscan que uno trabaje un poco más grande para que puedan ofrecer el cuadro por más dinero y ganarse más plata ellos y ganarse más plata uno y hacer que el mercado de uno se empiece como a apreciar de una manera más rápida.
Paulo Vasquez was saying, I hope I can get to meet you both whenever you come to the Philippines.
Oh my
And some fingers
Oh, this is
crossed.
so happening.
Oh, yeah. Right?
Tintin, this is
Right,
so
Tintin?
Tintin, I mean, we don't want to bother you and I don't want to just make it sound like instead of an Airbnb we're staying with you, but we should start looking at Airbnbs or staying with you.
Um, Dedrick Hill was saying, your painting on raw paper look amazing. I love the surface quality. I'm sure you've mentioned this before, but I guess these paintings on raw paper won't be archival?
Um I mean, to some point they will be. Not to the extent of I don't think they could compete with things that are properly um prepared. Like, if you seal the paper properly and if you prime the paper properly, and if you're mindful of mediums and the amount of solvent that you're using, and if you keep the painting outside of the sun for the foreseeable next centuries, sure, that's gonna let's say, not guarantee it, but give it a chance to live a far longer life than if you do what I'm doing. Um, but it doesn't mean that what I'm doing is going to spontaneously combust in the next 10 years. Like, no, it'll be fine. It'll outlive us for sure. I can tell you that. I could I can be very confident in stating that. So, I think that that's good enough, I would say. If it outlives, me, um, I think so. I think that's good. I think I would be okay with that.
So I would step out for 1 second because I think someone's hungry.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm going to do something here.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the word food
Just to see her ears
in
perk up.
Spanish. Yeah. ¿Quién quiere comida?
Oh, look at those
¿Quién
ears.
quiere comida? ¿Quién quiere? So I'll be back in a sec.
Yeah, look at those ears perk up. That's amazing. Um,
I was going to say, I think she knows what comida means, which is food, but not that her name is Chili. So,
that her name is a food, actually. That would plot twist. She is food. Let's see. Also, I didn't say anything, but I was working with Zorn palette, but I introduced this bit of ultramarine blue into the painting. Honestly, because I love these little bits of blue that I'm 100% going to leave there. And I wanted to have some, like a bigger area of blue. It doesn't have to be like a, saturated blue. But I needed another kind of moment of blue in the painting so that it could play off of it. So I don't usually like introducing a color for a soul kind of role, meaning that I'm not super big fan of just calling upon a color so that it can do one thing and one thing only. Like, I much rather, if I'm going to paint with, if I have chosen to paint with a color, I would want to envision what it means for that color to be in contact with every other color that I have in the palette. I didn't know that I was going to do this with the blue, to be super, super honest. But as soon as I kind of convinced myself that it would look cool, and that it would kind of make sense, I was like, okay, let's do this. And I think it looks good. We probably don't even have to sew. Although, no, we should sew it also. Yeah, no. I was thinking about it, but no, we should. We should totally do it. Kind of like that this is open, but I have a feeling that I need to bring some of that blue here also.
Black Frederick was saying, haha, I really like the little drawn head peeking out from the behind the paint.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it there, I think. I wasn't purposely trying to leave it there, but I think we're gonna leave it. It's kind of nice. It's a nice moment.
Fernanda Medina dice, infinitas gracias por la generosidad de los dos.
¿Qué tal,
No,
Fernanda?
tan bonita, Fernanda, ¿qué tal?
Antes salió medio regañada Fernanda ahí.
No,
Sí.
regañada, no.
Sí,
No.
háblale bien, linda.
No.
No,
Sobre
respeta, mi amor, ¿qué es
todo yo.
eso?
Qué pena, Fernanda, qué pena. Tintin was saying, let's make it happen.
Oh my
Tintin.
God, this is so...
Let's make it happen. But I mean, I think if Tintin is saying that, Nicolas is going to not be able to sleep.
I have my
He'll be
bags
so
ready.
anxious.
I have my bags ready right now.
And that's a huge thing, because when we travel, you do
I have my bags
Pack.
ready.
everything like an hour
Pac-Man.
before we have to go.
I have my Manny Pacquiao T-shirt. Although, what do we think of Pacquiao, Tintin? I know he's very
Controversial?
controversial. Yeah, obviously loved as a legend, but I don't know now what we think of him.
Nicolas Mijarovic was saying, hey
Number?
guys, how are you? I'm sorry I can't watch the lives more often. I'm busy with work. Too much training.
Oh, Nicola,
After
no.
soccer.
Yeah. I mean, he needs his downtime. Nicola, as long as you can be here with us for, a second
Whatever
or
time you
two,
can. Yeah.
that is great. We
that
appreciate
means a
it.
lot. Yes. I have to.
I wonder, these are like stabby here, aren't they? Chuk, 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 chuk. They're a little too
Let me
much.
see.
I think they're a little too abstract for them to be here. I need to like cut them or break them. I mean, break those shapes a little bit. I like that they're abstract, but I think they're a little too abstract.
Maybe too harsh?
Yeah,
But-
maybe.
Mm, Master of Glass was saying Botero. Fernanda Medina was saying Carlos Alonso is an amazing artist from my country, Argentina. Do you know him? A living master.
¿Me lo muestras?
A ver. Carlos Alonso. Mira.
No lo conocía.
No, yo tampoco. Si soy honesta, no.
Tengo que mirarlo con más detenimiento, pero no lo conocía. Gracias por la sugerencia.
93 años tiene.
Uf, eso es una vida llena de trabajo.
A ver. Gabriel Pozzo, ¿cómo dices tú?
What's up?
Dice, hola, feliz año.
No,
Por fin los
vamos.
agarré en vivo. Saludos a todos y a la Chili. Feliz año, Gabriel, feliz año.
No, joda.
Un muy buen, bonito y feliz año.
Ush,
Eh,
3 elefantes de feliz año, ¿fue eso?
Bueno, bonito y barato, ¿no?
Mm.
Sí, feliz año, Gabriel. ¿Cómo está Gabriel? La Chili ya almorzó. Acaba de almorzar.
Ujú.
Estaba bostezando mucho acá acostadita. Ha estado muy bien.
Chili, ¿qué haces por allá?
¿Está abierto algo?
No. Chili.
Oz was asking, what color type are you using? Is it like acrylics?
No, these are oil paints. These are oil paints. Hola, Chili. Pacho.
Catherine Peremsky was saying, what brand of yellow ochre do you use? Mine seems way less earthy.
So mine is Winsor Newton artist yellow ochre light.
Prince Barebones was saying Matias Vergara is also a phenomenal comic book
Oh, yeah.
illustrator. He's from Uruguay.
Yeah, very good.
Cody Winnicky was saying, I have a studio. You can teach a workshop here. Is it in the Philippines, Cody? I was joking. It was a joke.
Yeah, no. This is Colorado.
No, of course I know where it is.
The Colorarmy.
Liad was saying hello.
Hey, Liad.
Hey, Liad, how are you? Marcelo Peralta was saying, hi, Danny and Nico. Hi, chat. Hey, Marcelo, how are you? Samuel Eli dice, hola. Hola, Samuel Eli. Marcelo Peralta was saying, just got here, so maybe this is a potato question. Is that piece of blue tape in the middle? Is that a piece of blue tape in the middle of the paper? It is painted.
And a necessary one
Marcelo,
also.
it is painted. Eric Carlson was saying, will you try something with the Week 66 palette again?
Oof,
it was
what
great
is that?
week, and I have rewatched the video so many times. I have to see it because I love when people quote things that we did.
Yeah.
But they know it better than we do. Week 66. It was called...
Execute order.
Let's see.
Oh, chili. Chill, chili. What is it, Danny?
Wait, I'm looking for it. Consider introducing wonderful...
Oh, yeah, that's cobalt teal.
Cobalt teal. Yeah, but that's not... Oh, yeah. Week 66, cobalt teal. That's
I remember. I can look at a painting and remember.
No, I mean, and that is very... Like, the cobalt teal is very easy to...
It's memorable.
To know.
Yeah, it's quite memorable. Yeah, we should try something tomorrow if you want.
I like it.
Yeah. With well, I don't quite have cobalt teal. I bought let me see, something like an equivalent just to try it out, but it's kind of like the same thing. So I have a cobalt turquoise light. So we can try this and like a bismuth yellow and some quinacridone. And we'll see where that takes us. You think that sticks? If there's already paint?
Cody Winnicky was
We can risk it.
Oh.
Let's risk it.
What are you doing? I didn't... Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
No, but like that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to stick, though.
No, leave it like that.
Yeah, I know. It looks nice, but I hope it sticks.
You know, I have blue thread also.
Ooh la la.
If you want it. But I don't know. I like how it looks like that.
Yeah, me too.
So I don't know if threading it
No.
sewing it would be necessary. Cody Winnicky was saying it's only a short drive from the majestic Rocky Mountains, and half your class would be automatically filled by Northern Colorado OPL
Chili?
Army.
No. Okay, Chili's in her. Oh, she came back for the
little bone.
Yeah. No, not the bone. The little thing on the extension cord.
Bite that thing.
I'm telling you, one quick shock.
No.
It would be so, like, good for parenting.
Johnny Alejandro Henao dice, me alegra poder verlos en vivo otra vez. Hola,
Muy
Johnny
amable,
Alejandro.
gracias.
¿Qué tal? Yeah, Eric Carlson was saying teal, magenta, and yellow, bismuth yellow.
We can do that. We can do that tomorrow.
And And Eric was saying, great, we'll watch. Quinacridone magenta is so nice and hard pigment to use.
If you push yourself to make it your sole red in the palette, because you have no other options than just seeing it there, you just have to use it. So I think that's the best way to use something that we consider it to be difficult, which is not quite difficult. It's just another color that we're not used to. Maybe let's call it we're not familiar with instead of difficult. But I think the best way to do it, the easiest way to do it, is just to like make yourself use it. If it's the sole red in your palette, then there's no way out. So you have to use it.
Liad was saying quinacridone rose is better.
I haven't tried it. I should give it a shot. I need to get some paints.
You could try it, yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll buy it. Can you get that on Winsor Newton, or do you have to get it on a specific brand, Liad?
María Cacaíto dice, me tuve que ir pero volví. Coco está quedando demasiado top y Dani, me encanta tu saco. Muchas gracias, Cacaíto.
Muy amable, Caquero.
Este saco fue un regalo de Nicolás, un regalo indirecto.
¿Yo?
Un regalo indirecto de Nicolás.
No.
Es que pero sí fue
no
un
le
regalo
doy nada.
Tuyo. Sí fue un regalo tuyo.
Sí.
O sea, yo lo elegí, pero fue un regalo. Chili.
Digamos.
Moviendo la cámara.
Chili, la cámara, nuestro sustento. Chili, no. Chili, la pata del trípode.
Sorry.
No.
Some puppy duties. Marcelo Peralta was saying, I like this. Zorn plus blue tape.
Oh, yeah. So we should, in the little technical thing that I have to write on the website when we put them on sale, because I'm responsible. I write oil on unprimed paper.
Mm-hmm.
I always feel the obligation to be honest about it.
Yeah.
So we could say, what is this tape? Scotch blue.
It's painter's tape. Do you know that? It is?
I mean, that's how it's referred, yeah, because it doesn't stick to... Well, I think the first use of this was to tape to the wall when you were painting a wall.
Well, that's why it's painter's tape.
Yeah,
it's not
but then it's like...
paint,
but now watercolorists would use it, for example, to just tape on the piece of paper.
But look at it. Look, Scotch blue, painter's tape. Multi-surface painter's tape.
Yeah, but I think they refer to like the cooler painter, which is like, let me paint your house. Sort of painter.
I know. Not
the
it's for that.
Not the oh my god, perspective is tough painter.
Well, but it's paint.
I mean, paint is paint.
So
yes.
painter's
paint
tape.
is paint.
It's painter's tape. No, but you were saying that you're gonna put Zorn plus.
Well, not Zorn.
Oil,
I don't usually put the palette, but
tape.
yeah. So we can call it 8 1/4 by 11 1/2 oil on unprimed moleskin oil and blutes. Yeah. Blutes tapes. Oil and blue painter's tape on moleskin on unprimed moleskin paper.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
And the title?
That was the title, actually.
I like it.
Yeah.
I know that you were gonna do that joke. Liad was saying Windsor is called permanent rose. It's the same thing.
Okay. I think I've tried permanent rose. I mean, not for a long time, though, but I think I've tried it.
Eric Carlson was saying quinacridone rose from Daniel Smith watercolor is really beautiful. With watercolors, one of my favorite colors.
Nice. I'll give it a shot. Promise.
Marcelo Peralta was saying Zorn Scotch.
Well, that sounds like a drink. That sounds like what to order when you're in Sweden. So
No, but it sounds like a no. I wouldn't have that drink.
in Stockholm.
Thorn scotch. It sounds like corn, like a yellow, soupy, thick drink.
I know those are the Swedish. Yeah, they're weird people, but
Cacai-
kidding.
Cacaito dice, Chili almorzó y quedó en modo hiperactiva on, jajaja.
Sí,
Sí, ahí está, no sé dónde está.
está por
Ay.
aquí, hizo pipí por allá.
Un momentico, por favor.
Ella tiene su pañal, su sitio, su región donde hace pipí. Esto es súper emocionante para todos los que vinieron acá por pintura. Yo estoy tratando de quedarme callado para que te oigan felicitándola por el pipí. Los orines. No sé por qué especifiqué.
Liat was saying it's very close to magenta, but it's more saturated.
Mhm.
You can mix it down to magenta and it makes a nicer red when mixed with yellow.
Oh my lord, down to magenta. That is craziness to me. That because magenta is like super strong for me. I mean, I've already sort of damaged my saturation perception because I work with so many kind of like dead palettes that for Leah to say you can mix it down to magenta is like what? Unexplored range for me.
I was trying to read a message
Yeah.
Marcelo's writing, but it's just retracted. So,
Oh.
Marcelo, I think it was a joke
Yeah.
or like a tongue twister,
Okay.
but
So-
I couldn't.
I love that.
Couldn't
I
do
do that all the time. It's like, hey, this is funny, or maybe not.
Yeah, delete.
Oh,
my
maybe
God.
not.
Yeah.
Hope nobody saw this.
Marcelo, we saw it. So, resend it, please. I want to read it.
Yeah, bad jokes make Danny feel at home and not the only one that's doing the bad jokes.
So,
So,
Marcelo saying there was a typo. So
oh,
that was why.
right. Excuses.
Yeah. Blink. Wink, wink. This give
Blink, blink.
blink, blink. This should be filmed in VHS, so we could call it taping a painting with paint and tape.
Oh, there we go.
It wasn't that bad.
No, no.
Not that good.
Oh, that
but
was the
not
joke?
That bad.
That was the joke? That was Marcelo's joke, Danny?
Yes, I
Okay,
know your
okay.
joke. Yeah, you wanted to emphasize and how
No. I didn't know if that was the one or that was somebody else's comment.
no, that was Marcelo's joke.
Oh, yeah, it was
So now you're
terrible.
making Marcelo feel worse.
Yeah, it was terrible.
They
I
had
mean,
to rewrite it because of the quote unquote typo.
yeah. There's more than a typo in there.
Liad was saying, I'm trying to build a limited palette with the largest chroma range.
Oh, nice. Nice exercise. That's pretty cool.
Engage with your audience. Dice acá.
So do a better job, Danny,
No,
please.
it says
What are you doing?
start a Q&A or start a poll.
Oh, no. We could...
Start a poll.
Well, but the thing is, Danny Lira, I mean, we could start, but I am slowly going to start to call this
No, it's
finished.
perfect. I'm
Yeah,
gonna put,
because...
Are you subscribed? It's anonymous, so...
Okay, no. It's okay. It's a good poll.
I think the funny thing is that maybe everyone's going to say yes.
Yeah, it's a terrible poll.
It's
That's
like,
why I said, yeah.
Mm.
It looks like a poll made by Marcelo. Oh, it's a typo. I'm sorry. No.
So it's, are you subscribed to
Hmm.
our channel?
Oh,
Yes,
jeez.
no, or sorry, it's a typo. I think we're gonna lose followers.
Well, the risk is always there.
So,
Okay, so
so while you say the goodbye, the closing statement.
closing state. What? Are we in court?
No, Chili. I'm sorry, she's grabbing the cord of the camera.
One day this camera is going to fall on my head, and it's going to be a good day. That day is going to be a good day. So I think this, all of this down here ended up a little more, sort of, I don't know, clustery than I thought it would. It's a little too abstract, but, um, I think there's a bit of an intent of this area down here just being sufficiently abstract so that it can hold this very loose, head up here. Because at the beginning, as I was putting those bigger strokes down, and particularly with the nose, I felt that there was a lot of things happening at the same time that were very attractive. I could have just kept on painting and painting and painting, and I'm sure this would have had like a different character. But what I quickly realized is that if I wanted to, when I was doing this, I immediately had this idea about being faithful to the little bits of tape. So I told myself, if I want those tiny little strips there to make sense, and these little bits of blue that are showing up in the ear, and then eventually do something with that stripe that went down. If I want to be able to do something with that, then the rest of the paint has to have a certain quality. It can't just be like this, super realist portrait, and then suddenly this kind of forced interaction with these foreign objects that would be the tape. It would just seem too sudden, the inclusion of those other objects. So I figured, okay, if I let it be paint, if I let it be, this kind of loose configuration of this portrait here, and eventually it just becomes something else. And hair gives me a perfect, like the perfect starting point to try and do those things, to try and interpret it abstractly. And then there's that little bit of the shoulder that matters, but it really doesn't matter, because I think it matters in the sense that it's blue, but it doesn't matter in the sense that it is something, in terms of form. This it's fine, or at least in my brain, it was fine if this is formless. So I kind of like that. I think that's a way in which we found, I would say that initially the purpose of painting this was to just try and paint, a sensible profile. And I love when things change, in that, particularly in that, or the changes have that sort of organic nature where there was an intent. You're not quite sacrificing your intent, because, I'm trying to have a sensible painting of a profile, but the painting can be about something else. And we find the things that it can become, just by paying attention while painting it. And it's super exciting to do that. I actually think that that's one of the nicest things about painting, that you could be ready for one thing, but, painting also reminds you constantly that doors are always open. Like the chances to make it about something else and to learn something entirely different, they're always there, within that painting session. And it's just up to you to see if you are welcoming of those changes or of those proposals that the painting is kind of throwing your way, or if you would just want to, power through and say, no, 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 this painting is about this thing, and that's my intent, and I'm going to respect my intent, which is totally fine also. So I don't know. It ended up being one of these paintings that is quite challenging in the sense that almost every single decision has to be left alone. It's not a painting that welcomes over painting something. It's very much like you're putting strokes down, you're making decisions, but the efficiency of the painting is going to be dictated by your commitment in that decision making. So the commitment is going to be far more important than what the decisions say or what they're trying to solve. Sometimes that's kind of overlooked. I feel that at times it doesn't matter. It's not about trying to do this perfect, like draw a perfect nose or perfect features or have everything like perfectly proportioned or making sure that your perspective is right. Sometimes you can make up for a ton of things that are shortcomings or a ton of things that are just, information that is kind of foreign to you or that you are kind of blind to or not educated about. You can compensate for that with the commitment in your decisions. Like there's nothing more beautiful than just a committed decision, like a committed line, committed stroke. Those can be so powerful and they can immediately make up for things being categorized as right or wrong. So I think I read, hopefully not misread, but I read the painting that way, where we could just begin to be very, very decisive about the choices that we were making, and understand that just the painting was almost veering towards a direction that it had chosen, and we were just kind of passengers here. So I thought it was nice. I thought it was very, very nice. It feels in the best ways choppy, I think. I don't mean that as a deficiency, within the painting. I think I mean it as something quite wonderful that it's very hard to access or to try and balance if you're looking for it. So I'm kind of glad that I let myself sort of reshape the painting or reshape my expectation of the painting. So I would say that that's how I would conclude this session. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I don't think there's a need for the sewing, Danny.
No,
It would be.
I like it like
It would
like
be.
that.
I mean, and the other side, there's another piece of tape. So that takes care of that little gash that the
Yes.
paper had. But
No, and I also think
wonderful.
that the
It just
tape just got like another, like a personality of its own.
yes,
So
for
sewing
sure.
on top of it, it would like lessen that personality. So
You
I
are
wouldn't,
100% right. Yes,
I wouldn't do it.
totally. No, good, good. I think that's it for today.
Yes.
Simple, but challenging.
Yes.
I always love paintings that are like that. They're fundamentally simple, but it's up to us to understand, the degree in which we want to challenge ourselves with it. And the challenging aspect of this one was just saying, I thought I was going to do something. Let me see what happens if it changes into something else.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's quite wonderful
Yes.
when we are open to that. So, yeah.
Yes.
So that's
So,
it for today,
yeah,
Danny
let us
Lara.
end the poll. We had 29 votes.
Yeah.
86% yes, 0% no,
Nice.
14% sorry, it's a typo. So I'm going to assume
That's Marcelo.
that's the 14% of people that are not subscribed but are doing it right now.
No, I think that's Marcelo. Marcelo represents 14%. I would think so.
No. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining
Thank you so
us.
much.
Thank you for being here.
Yes.
Remember, if maybe you're new and you have no idea who we are, hello, I'm Danny. He's Nicolas.
I'm Danny.
We have tons of videos, edited videos and live streams that you can see
Yes.
where We talk about painting and not painting stuff, and Nicolas paints.
Okay.
You can see that if you like it.
Or a house burning
Uh,
down. Not in a tragic way.
No, not our house didn't burn.
Just
we
as
talk
in
about,
a-
or we talk about, would you rather do some stuff? We talk about art. We talk about food. We talk about lots of things. So if you could consider subscribing, that would be very cool. So maybe we could say that we are YouTubers when we go visit the YouTuber collector of sculptures.
Yeah.
What else? We have Instagram.
Yes.
It's up there if you want to check it out. There's my Instagram and Nicolas' Instagrams. And also, and most importantly, we do all the videos for free. We live by selling the paintings. So that's what keep the lights on
Okay.
for our
you
painted
went with
lives.
that.
So this is
Keep the lives on.
our paintedlives.com. That's our webpage where we put all the paintings for sale, all the things we do for sale. And that's it. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, how was the distortion?
It was not distorted at all.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, Danny tried something different today with the camera. So usually I would never be able to do this. Like this is the center. Well, you guys, because we're cropping the frame, but this is where the center. This is where we would usually place the camera, like right in the middle, and it would go straight up, so it would be right on top of my bald head.
Mm-hmm. So it would have to be way far away, like farther away.
So it has to be farther back, and it actually has to be not at an angle with the table. It actually has to be
like this.
We have an arm. We have an arm for the tripod. So it actually, the camera goes past my head, and then it angles.
And then we change the distortion.
Yeah, and then we distort it. We change the distortion with an app in OBS. That's how we usually do stuff. But today, Danny tried fixing the distortion, but actually, because she placed the camera to the right, we're fixing the distortion on the left side of the frame. And I think it looked great.
Yeah, it looks great, and I think you can move.
I can move
freelier.
Yeah.
I mean, you could go closer. That's what I was thinking.
I think I can. Yeah. Let me see.
Let's try it.
So as soon as you see festicle, that's something for the fans. As soon as you see festicle
is something for the fans? No, that sounds terrible.
That doesn't mean anything, but people know what festicle is.
Yeah.
So.
No, you're moving to the side. You just go straight. No, you can't. I can see you. I can't.
That's amazing.
That's very cool.
So,
that's why I was trying it.
How I was getting close to the image, but usually if I got nowhere near that close, you would start to see
because the camera would be here. So if you moved, you would be in front of the camera, but now it's to the side.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Good job, Danny.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So, that's a good thing. We can try that again tomorrow.
Yes.
So, what app
Liet was saying, Danny, how? So I moved it a little bit. So I just did the center of the video, the middle between the palette and the painting, not the painting.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I moved it to the side so I could move the arm a little bit to the side of Nicolas' head and not on top of his head. I think we have to try this with bigger.
Yeah. And by the way, Stream Effects. So just download that little plugin
OBS,
app thing. Stream Effects it's not part of OBS. It's actually like a third-party thing.
Yes.
And it doesn't work with the latest version of OBS. So we actually have 2.7, I feel. OBS 2.7. I think that's the one I downloaded, and it works fine with that one.
27.2.
Oh, so it is 27?
27.2.
Oh, so it was 27. Yeah, so version 27. It works fine with that. If you go with 29, which is the current one, it won't work. Or 28, it won't work. So you kind of have to use older versions of OBS.
Gabriel Pozzo was saying OPL fan service.
Yeah.
The festival.
The festival. Oh, they know it. They know it.
And Cody was saying looks great. So yeah. That's
Awesome.
it. And Liad was saying, great, thank you.
Sure.
And Carla Anglada was saying, thank you, Danny, Nicolas, and sweet chili.
Oh, well, Chili hasn't been too sweet
No,
today.
she's sweet.
She's
To be honest,
she's a
she's
hurricane.
No,
She's an amazing puppy.
Yeah.
She honestly, she's an incredible puppy.
Yeah.
She has her little hyper modes, and we've just noticed that around this time she's hyper. But
After food.
after we finish, she's probably gonna go. She naps for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
After this.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's just like happy to be hyper when we are recording. So
Yes, because we can't grab her and say, like, no, you can't do that. So she's like,
oh, she knows. She's like,
I'm gonna do my magic
she
while
knows,
you
like,
work.
you know, the parents are not at home.
Yeah,
So
or they are, but they can't move.
yeah,
So
she's
it's
like hunting pigeons
yeah,
and like biting pillows.
biting cables.
Yeah, there's feathers all over the floor.
Moving the camera. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, this was a long goodbye, but
Yeah,
we'll
always.
see you soon.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
I have a thing tomorrow, but
See you soon.
yeah, no, we're gonna do an afternoon session
See you
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
So past after lunch for us, Danny and
Past
Lyra.
after lunch. Okay, I like it.
So past lunch,
Yes.
we're gonna past midday. We're gonna do an afternoon session because I need to have a conference call in the morning. To no, it's just it has to do with Menorca, with that workshop.
No, I know.
So
I was just trying to do a little bit of
drama.
like mystery. I was like,
Oh,
ooh.
yeah, I
And
ruined
you're
it.
like, oh
because
no. Yeah.
I immediately said what it was about.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I need to have that call,
Yes.
and then we can do
Lunch, and then we
yes,
could do the live
and maybe Chili is gonna be
asleep.
asleep tomorrow.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.